am in one of my absolute favorite places. This is a hidden gem. It's a tiny little railroad prairie remnant, something that we don't have very much in Will County. Less than 1% of Illinois has prairie left, remnant prairie like this. So these little spots that are true remnants, they need to be preserved. I mean, they need to be maintained. They are something truly, truly special. And if we don't try to preserve it and protect it, it'll just be gone. We'll lose the genetic diversity of things like lead plant and purple prairie clover, liatris, rattlesnake master, you know, all these plants that have existed in Illinois for years and years and years. These little segments adjacent to railroads were just not ever plowed, not ever disturbed in any way. So they are true little prairie remnants. And this one may not be very big, but it's huge in diversity. Just amazing the number of plants that are here and the fact that it's just hanging on, you know, doing its own thing without too much help from us. As you see, it is next to a railroad, and there are tons of invasive species all up and down the railroad, but they're not in here. A nice established prairie has enough diversity, there's so many plants in here, the ground is nice and full, there's not a lot of spots for invasives to take hold. So I come out and check it a couple times a year, make sure that we don't get invasives getting established. If we do, we get on it right away, and just try to maintain this so we can not only study it, but also collect the seeds. So our little prairie restoration that we have to the west of this is going to benefit greatly from us collecting seeds and getting out the wall of brush separating the railroad prairie from our restoration to the west. So this prairie, since it's a remnant, never been plowed, never been disturbed, it's got a lot of really high quality plants. These are more conservative plants that take years and years to get established, and once they do, you know, they just hold their own. I mean, they don't require a lot of maintenance. You know, we were in a drought earlier this year. I mean, this prairie is gorgeous. Another thing that I absolutely love about this little remnant is the fact that as soon as we remove brush, the plants will just come in on their own. For example, that big wall of brush that's behind me, that wall of brush used to extend out here. Like I'm walking past stumps of things that we've chopped out, and it's amazing to me. As soon as we chop out brush, I come back the next year or two, and I'm just surrounded by gorgeous, gorgeous prairie plants. Like there's hundreds and hundreds of this blazing start right next to me, and we didn't plant that. We didn't do anything other than clear the brush. The seed is in the seed bank, which is amazing. I mean, that's huge. This is really, really a gem. And the fact that we can now collect seed from here, this little remnant, and scatter it in our restored prairie, as well as open up the wall of brush that's kind of been dividing the prairies, that is huge, because then seed is naturally going to disperse on its own. That's our goal, is just to have the seed begin to shift into our prairie, you know, increase that genetic diversity, and just make our restoration better and better. I've brought some of my seasonal staff here over the years. I'm all excited to show them the railroad prairie, and we walk back here and they're like, this is it? And I'm, you know, head over heels with joy about how cool it is and how great it is. It may be small, but it's mighty, and we don't have this everywhere else in Will County. So whatever we can do to protect this, preserve it, and help expand it over time, that's what we're going to do.